This week in the Gunroom, I've got Christchurch metalcore band in our sights. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Simon, Sean, Miles, Ollie, Jacob and Mike. How are you guys tonight?
Good.
That's good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Sweet.
Pretty good. Good, yeah.
Yeah. So we just did a gig on Friday night in Christchurch.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Did we?
Yeah. All ages punk and metal show.
That was sick.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. All ages scenes coming back.
Yeah, No Heroes and Empty Eyes. Big
Yeah.
props to those guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I was actually just going to ask you what other Christchurch or New Zealand bands do you guys get into?
Oh,
Blind Spot for sure for me.
I love Empire. Empire.
We all love Empire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta love him. But no, yeah, and a bit of Empty Eyes and No Heroes for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely check them out. That's good to know. So you've already released an album, Reflections.
Yeah.
Was that earlier this year you released that album?
No, that was
Last year.
November last year.
Album launch.
Yeah.
Shows how forgetful flying. So
October 14th.
Just check the date.
Yes, I looked at the poster.
So I think my favourite songs off that album are Pulling Me Under and
Ground.
Ground. I love that song.
Of course it's Ground.
Ground
song we don't play
atrocious.
anymore.
We don't play Ground anymore, but we play Pulling Me Under. So.
Yeah, Pulling Me Under.
They are
Promise
really
I'll bang it.
awesome tracks though, well done. So who writes them? Is it all of you?
It depends.
Ground. Hello. I think when it comes to writing, it's mainly on this guy's head, like Jacob. Basically, he'd be in the studio, and I'll just...
And he'll get bored.
Yeah, he gets bored in the weekend. He gets bored. He's like, I gotta write a song. So he like goes to the studio, and he's just like, oh yeah, I'll work on something, and I'll just be floating around, probably into the kitchen for a munch, and I'll just hear something coming from the studio, and I stroll in, and we just put our heads together, and something pretty alright normally comes out.
Yeah. So you do the lyrics.
Either that or...
No. Lyrics is Simon and Mike over here.
Mike's done the 2 new songs, lyrics-wise.
Yeah, these guys only
so,
just...
so you've got some new songs already written?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Mike, you've just joined the band recently? Yeah.
Quite recently. 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Well, you say joined, but we kind of just showed it. Like this is honestly this is what happened. He showed up to practice. We were like, bro, do you want to collab on a song with us? Like, because we love your vocals. He's like, yeah.
Right,
so we wrote a song with him, and then after that, we all got together behind his back. And we were
Without
like,
me,
without the other vocalist.
Yeah.
And we're just like, yo, like we need this dude. I mean, so he shows up to the next practice to practice the song we were writing together, and then Miles gets on the side. Yo, so you're in the band now, bro. And that's how we got 2 vocalists.
Pretty much.
Everyone knows I'm a fan of Simon's vocals. So yours must be pretty good, Mike. Or are you doing more like the growls?
Yeah.
Over that side
They're
of it?
pretty terrible, but they like it. So.
This is Captain Lowe's over here and Mr. High Man over on
Yeah, I'm sure he got one.
Oh, and
So-
Cleans.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, because there's not that many metalcore bands around, is there? In
Not until recently.
Not until
No.
recently, yeah.
Until very
People
recently.
give us crap for being metalcore, and they even like say that it's hard for us to find gigs. But no,
No,
they love us.
it's not hard for us to, well, I mean, like, it's hard for us for people who haven't heard us before to find it.
Yeah.
But once people have heard us once, they're like, yo, okay.
Yeah, I guess being in Christchurch, I mean, there's a lack of opportunities anyway. A lot of bands
Yeah, for sure.
don't bother coming down here because it's, you know, more of a cost and everything.
Yeah, but that'll change though.
Yeah,
Yeah. We always find ourselves in like the similar lineups, similar bands.
Yeah. And
Like-
it works. It works.
Oh, yeah,
You've
there's
got a
nothing
big
wrong with
turnout
it.
at your gigs, haven't you?
Yeah.
And then you recently opened for a big New Zealand metal band, 8 Foot Sativa.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
That was crazy.
There was a good crowd.
Yeah.
It was our best crowd today.
Biggest show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Also
Yeah.
my first gig.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they threw me in the deep
Yeah,
end.
like, was it like, because like all this him joining was only like a month and a half beforehand.
Yeah.
You're like a month and a half before 8 foot, you're like, bro, you're in for 8 foot.
The next minute you're opening for 8
Yeah, they were like,
Foot,
okay, so you've got about a month and a half to learn 10 songs.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This guy was listening to the songs every day, like trying to.
And
It was pretty cool.
so you're going to repeat the process again, I hear, on New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
In the
Yeah,
City
for sure.
Hotel?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay.
Make it go crazy. But we'll have new material in though.
Yeah, we
Right.
will.
Yeah.
So what's the new material? Are you doing an EP or just a single? Or?
Yeah, we're hoping to have an EP out by New Year's.
We've already done 3 of the tracks are already technically released. We played them live at the 8 foot set.
3?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, 3.
Technically
Through
3.
the Light.
Oh, right. We're putting
So we
that on
got
there.
Through
Yeah,
the
of
Light,
course,
which we did
yeah.
a single release tour
Oh,
for.
yeah,
We went down
yeah.
Timaru, and then we have Unbreakable, and another song, Bulletproof.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
And
those are our
will
3
you
new tracks.
Continue to do another album, or just keep doing some stuff?
Yeah.
See how many we create.
The EP will sort of be the bridge between now and the next album.
I think honestly it depends on how creative we get between now and Christmas.
Yeah.
The way the music industry is at the moment, well, in this day and age with digital releases and everything, you don't really need to do albums. You don't think it's better just to release singles, or do you like the idea of still doing an album?
I personally like the whole kind of shebang when it comes to when you drop a whole bunch of songs at once. It's like,
And then,
there's an album, there's an EP.
plus, like, once you hit an like, if you write an album and suss out like an album release, then like it helps organising because we don't have to think of a set. It's like, we'll just do the album. Like, if we do a single release.
Tell a story. Too,
Exactly.
don't they,
Like,
usually, when you-
like when we did the Through the Light single release, we were like, cool, we got a new single. Oh, what's the rest of the set? Whereas like when it came to like an album release, we were
Not
just like,
ground.
yeah. We just like we went the way we ordered the album. We were like, okay, that's our set.
So let's say Ground became a hit, or your album became huge, and you got to tour. What countries would you like to tour?
Poland.
America.
Norway, yeah.
Why Poland?
I
Simon?
go home.
Explains everything. Have I scared you that much?
There's a big metal scene in Poland.
Yeah.
To be honest.
This is true.
Yeah,
I
just
think
like
they
all
would.
those Scandinavian countries.
Yeah, man. They
So
go nuts
somewhere
for
where there's
it.
big festivals.
Japan as well.
It's like
Yeah.
the dream
Oh yeah,
festival.
Japan. I
Japan.
really want to do Asia.
Japan?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, Japan would be cool.
Take Mike home.
Yeah, we'll take.
Well, we gotta do South
And they
Africa
love
as
their
well.
metal.
That's-
Nah, fuck
Yeah,
That's what I'm
no, look,
doing.
we go to Poland and take him home, Japan take him home, from South Africa and take him home, and then the rest of us would be like, and then us three would be like, well,
This
okay.
is home.
Then we'll play Christchurch again for you.
Yeah, we'll play Christchurch again, like, okay, now we're home.
Cool. So what about New Zealand? Like, what opportunities does New Zealand offer for bands? Like,
Timaru.
In fairness, like the metal scene, like the alternative rock scene's like growing. It might be slowly compared to like other genres, but it's definitely growing. Like there's more interest like everywhere. Like, and they might not necessarily be into like the way heavier stuff, but that's where we fit in really good because we're
maybe,
metalcore.
Maybe, I know it's all booked up this year, but something like Hell Smash Fest that they're playing up in Gisborne.
I don't
Yeah.
know, the problem is like we don't fit into a lot of like the metal that's been played around. 'cause,
We're
like,
not metal, but then we're not like
We're not hard
super
rock.
heavy,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
deathcore,
yeah.
like so.
But
We're
your
like in
songs
the
are
middle.
catchy. I mean,
Yeah.
they're good songs.
Like,
You know, when I've been
when
at
we-
gigs, I'm up here, you know.
Yeah, like when we
music
play
makes
with-
you wanna move, isn't it, Simon?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, because like when we play with Empire quite a
Yeah.
lot, and like they're pretty much like our brothers. Like
Yeah,
we
but they're
fucking
kind of
love those
similar
guys. But
too, whereas they
it's
don't
like-
fit in either. They're
yeah,
not,
but
like,
it's like-
super heavy, but they're...
like it's not that we fit with them, but we play with them because we love playing with them.
Yeah.
And it's like so it's hard for us to find bands that are similar for us to play
Yeah.
with. But at the same time, it's really cool because then people come to like a show where we're playing or like a show that's like there for us, and there's like a whole variety of metal there. It's not just one
it's good
genre.
too that way because you're sharing an audience as
Exactly.
well.
Like you
because
spread
each
the
band's
fans.
got their own
Yeah,
fans
you spread
and-
you spread the fans across the genres. It's great.
Have you had anything on the radio yet? You've had radio play?
Nah.
So do you
Not
find,
yet.
so do you find it quite hard for that to happen?
oh,
Like-
it's near on impossible for us to get on the radio. There's far too many
We're not even
profanities in
really-
our songs.
Yeah,
There's
we're
too
no,
many profanities and
Screaming.
not even Devil Skin could scream on the radio. Like there's a radio edit of their song. with
There's
no
not a
screaming.
swear word in Ground, is there?
well, yeah, but the thing
There
is
is
with,
actually.
yeah, the
Yeah,
thing
no,
is
there is.
with a song like Ground, that's only the four of us. That's not us as a band.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, okay.
we can't play. Like the reason then, like another reason why we don't play those songs anymore is because that was just us four when we started,
Right.
and not inclusive of the six of us.
But about the radio though, you were talking more about the digital day and age. We're not really targeting the radio per se,
Mm.
anyway.
so
It's
that's
like
not a big goal.
no, I mean through the
No.
internet we can get listeners through like
It'd
throughout
be
the world.
It'd
Like,
be
Spotify.
cool.
It'd be great.
But it's
yeah.
like it's
It's
sort
not
of
the be all and end all.
it's
Yeah.
unlikely, and we don't want to change to fit the radio.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like
that's a good
to-
point.
Yeah, like the
And
thing
I've
is,
noticed. Well, sorry, what was it, Ollie?
I was gonna say, yeah, the thing is, we like, I think something that differentiates us quite a lot from like, a lot of other bands is like literally because we were all friends before the band, and so
Right.
coming into this, nothing's literally changed. It's just we just put guitars in our hands and we're like, oh, I suppose we should do a thing.
It's working.
Yeah, like
It's working.
yeah, literally what happened. Like I think because Sean, you're the only one that we didn't know
I'm the
before
only
the band
random.
started. Yeah,
Yeah.
so like, but now Sean's like
That's
one of our
true.
best friends.
Actually, Sean, you're pretty random.
But like,
Takes one to know one.
yeah, he was like, but like now he's like one of our best friends. But like going into the band, like we were all friends anyway. So like yeah,
Yeah.
literally all that happened was we went from like 6 dudes who would just sit around and drink piss to 6 dudes who would sit around, drink piss, and have guitars in their hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And good music. Yeah.
This guy didn't play bass until
Yeah.
joining us.
Yeah,
actually, that's
literally,
true.
Yeah, literally, the way I joined the band was like I
Miles
knew,
taught him bass.
yeah, I knew Miles and Simon before the band started, and they knew that I really liked bass because I liked a band called Maximum the Hormone, and their bass player was my idol.
This is why I like band interviews.
Yeah.
We find out so much.
And, like,
I'm finding out stuff I don't know.
We went to an all ages gig together.
Oh,
and,
this is
and
a
he,
long time ago.
Yeah, and he told me like. He was like, "Oh, do you want to learn, you want to learn bass, bro?" After we had a conversation about 2 minutes, I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, cool, I'll teach you," and nothing came of it. And then one day, they were at a band practice, and the old bass player had to leave for other reasons, and I got a call. I can't remember which one it was, but
Simon.
Simon.
me.
Yeah, Simon called me, and he just goes, "Hey, bro, you still want to learn bass?" I was like, "Yeah, Bob." He's like, "Cool, sick. You got band practice tomorrow. You're in a band, man."
That's so rock and roll.
That was right, and that was when we were called Broken Desires. Like the forest is Broken Desires, not even in our sights.
I still remember showing my mum Broken Desires, and she was just like, "This is so depressing, Sean. Like, what are you doing?"
It was so bad.
Oh, that's funny.
You're
And, like,
welcome.
but like it's cool though because we've gone from the four of us being Broken Desires and being a real depressing little rock band to like getting to realizing we need to play actually good songs, rebranding to In Our Sights, making good songs, then getting Jacob on board and making things way more dynamic to then getting Mike on board and just taking things to a whole nother level and everything's just like going crazy.
In our sights, far from depressing.
Yeah.
It'll only be
Slogan from
That's the new album name. Far from depressing.
It'll only be depressing when Apple comes along and they're like, "Hey, you can only call yourselves In Our Sights, not iOS."
I hate that we can't use that. Like we can't say like, "Oh yeah, we're in iOS, bro." You're like, "Oh, cool."
Which
like,
version?
What version? Exactly.
Yeah. So you are going to tour New Zealand with your new EP?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd like to, maybe not till next year because
It's a big expense, isn't it? For
I think
bands?
maybe
Timaru was sort of straining on money a little bit.
yeah, I think we just broke even.
yeah for our Timaru tour we just broke say Timaru tour for our Timaru show we just broke but like for us definitely like we want to get up to Wellington, we want to go to Hamilton, we want to go to Auckland, we want to go to Tauranga as well.
Yeah.
And like we want to go crazy, like we want to do all that stuff, but it's just the problem for us is just like getting the funds together.
And I mean, bands don't make a lot of money these days selling albums like they used to.
No.
Because, you know, music's free, so we all know that it's ticket sales and merchandise is where.
Maybe after.
I think
Maybe.
once we finish
We're making songs.
EP and then finish album, I think once we finish album we'll probably tour with the album and we'll have some merch.
Yeah, like by the time we go touring again, we'll have merch.
Yeah.
And do you think it's easy for bands to apply for funding from New Zealand?
Oh,
I never really tried.
We have no idea how to do it.
I've looked at it.
Have you?
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
not terribly difficult to apply for it, but there's a lot of people applying for it.
There's a lot of
And
people applying for
when
it, and you've got to be like sort of mainstream.
Yeah, when it comes to our genre, it's probably pretty difficult.
Yeah,
to
like
get.
if we edited it ourselves a lot,
Yeah.
we'd totally maybe have a chance. But the thing is, like, we hate not being us.
Yeah.
Like,
You gotta keep it real, don't you?
yeah.
I did send one of our tracks off to a funding website actually. I mailed the lady, she was all keen, then I sent her a track, no reply.
So you're obviously quite an outspoken band.
Oh,
You've
very
got
much
a lot
so.
to say.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got to know you tonight in the Gunroom.
Yeah.
So fans or people that haven't seen you on stage or haven't seen your live performance, what can they expect to see?
Don't just think, oh, that metal, it's just going to be brutality. Like, yeah, it's pretty brutal, but at the same time, like, we just like having fun and taking the mick. After the first shows, when we had both of you guys, like, I remember after the first show with Jacob, I had probably 3 separate people come up to me after the set we played and go, "Yo, your new guitarist." Oh, so good. And
That's really, I'm stoked to hear that because I've been watching you guys
Absolutely.
for a wee while now.
yeah, and then after the
Good to
8-foot
see you
show,
moving.
I saw not only did we have people come up to us, but we saw on social media like the props that Mike was getting for joining our band. It was just absolutely crazy and so
I'm
good.
stoked to hear there's a
So, yeah, like-
Shout out to Vince from Aotearoa for that.
Oh,
Yeah, Aotearoa, you guys are
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah, awesome.
So I think we finally found like our perfect sound, and I
Yeah.
think things will be changing from now.
Yeah,
but we finally
it's not
got
that it's gonna be-
what we want.
changing. It's
Well,
gonna evolve.
I mean, like,
There's
no
gonna be
more,
more.
we're not going to get a 7th member, I don't think.
Yeah, no.
no tambourine. Like,
We'll
if you
turn
had
into
hooks,
Slipknot and have like 15 people
Yeah,
on
we need
stage.
the drum guy.
in fairness, though, that's kind of cool.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Shotgun
but
having
no,
the spikes on my head.
but yeah,
So,
like we're just gonna evolve as the 6 of us. We're not growing anymore.
Everyone needs to get on Facebook and give in our sites a like.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, hopefully see some really good gigs. With
Raise a
the,
goddamn drink to us.
Hey!
And thanks heaps for coming to see me in the Gunroom tonight.
No
And,
worries. It's
our
hopefully
pleasure.
We'll get you back here, you know, in maybe a few months, and you can fill us in on what's been going
Yeah,
on.
for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
For sure.
Awesome.
Sounds like a
Thanks for having us,
guys.
Angie.
Yeah.
Thanks,
And
AJ.
our side.